Hi everyone, it's Moonlight Mason, and this video we're going to be talking really seriously about one of my ex-favorite YouTubers. Her name is Channon Rose, and I hope you guys aren't seeing this backwards. Wow. Anyways, it says Channon Rose is also Randi Wright. So there's been a lot that has come out within the last couple of days, and I have so much to say. So keep watching. Hey everyone, if you're new to my channel, do subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and leave a comment below. Okay, so this video is in regards to all these rumors that are going around about Randi Wright, who is Channon Rose. Okay, so Randi Wright is her entertainer, PORN name that you can find. Google it yourself. And I want to share with you in this video what I personally saw and what I didn't personally see, and just talk about my thoughts in general about what has been revealed. So, you know what? I'm the kind of person that as long as there's two consenting adults doing whatever you do, whatever, if it's a foot fetish, if it's, whips and chains and all that, all that stuff, all those fetishes, all that stuff, I'm okay with it. None of it bothers me as long as there's two consenting adults. But I was bothered because I did see Randi Wright. I did see this where she had a person of color, a man, on all fours, and I know that he consented to this. I know that he wasn't forced to do this, but yeah, he was on all fours, and he had a leash and a collar on, and Randi Wright was standing there and used, it was a skit. It was one of her porn films or what have you. I didn't pay for anything. You don't really have to click and go too far. It's not that far deep. It really, really isn't. Now, for all the stuff that I saw, I did have to click and go, the step into it. And I just hope that my laptop and doesn't get any viruses or anything like that. But I did have to do that. Okay, just so you know. And when you do that, you see many of her, you'll see many thumbnails of her in all these videos. And yeah, I was just really surprised when I saw Travis there. Yeah, I did not see him in this particular one, but I saw Travis in several of these videos, and it's not pretty. Okay, so let's get back to the person of color on the floor, in which Channon is playing this part. I'm sorry, Randi Wright is playing this part where she uses the N-word in a very degrading, I just, you know what, you guys, I've never heard it used this degrading in my whole life. I've never heard it used like this. And let me just say a couple of things. I know that her address got out there. I am in no way making this video so that anyone of color, anyone that's trans, anyone that's gay, anyone that's an animal rights activist. I'm not making this video so anyone can go and harass and go over there and hate and go over there and with any negativity either. I really encourage you not to do that. And the reason why is because, that isn't the way to resolve something that I thought she did years and years ago, but it seems as some of this stuff is recent, and that she is still making money off of these videos because, you know, that's how you do it. You know, they're up and people click on it and you've got to pay and all this. And, you know, I never paid anything. I didn't go that deep into it. But, so I'm not African American, I'm Puerto Rican, and I just want you to know that when I saw that tiny clip of her saying, you know, sign this paper, and she kept saying the N-word in a very vile fashion, it hurt me. It hurt me very deeply, you know, and it was really interesting because that's the first time I ever felt that type of pain for a certain, you know, ethnic race, because I don't see color. I really don't. I mean, everybody's the same to me. I just see your heart. And so, unfortunately, that's what I saw in Randi. Wright was her heart, and unfortunately, it's the same heart that Channon Rose shares with. They're the same person, you know. And when I saw that, I just felt this inner pain that I can't even describe to you. But what was worse than that I personally saw, I did see a clip of her in these stiletto heels, and there was a German Shepherd, and he's laying down on his side, and I saw her place her foot, which had the stilettos on the German Shepherd's neck. I did not see her push it down. I did not see her press it down. I didn't see anything else because, you know, there's word out there that she actually, I can't say it too much, but she, you know, STOMP on a dog's head and has done horrible things to the little ones, to the little dogs. There's my dogs right there. So it'll calm down in a second. My brother's here. He'll put them outside or something. So anyways, you guys, I also saw the plate, which they kind of blacked out, but they said what it was. It was the intestines of, I don't know if it was a cat's or a dog's, and she was serving it to the submissive, you know. And it was just really, that's just the tip of the iceberg, you guys. It was just so upsetting that someone that I watch every single day and have supported for it was before that shooting in Vegas at that concert, and before then that I had started watching Channon and Travis. And I knew just by her talking about her having, you know, a past in porn, but, you know, that doesn't mean anything to me. I mean, I wouldn't like you because you're in porn. I mean, you know, or because you're in fetish. You can do whatever you want. It doesn't bother me. As long as someone is not trying to impose their beliefs or what they want to do on me, I don't care what people do. But when you do it, the racial thing is something else. I just, you know, I feel really bad for the actor, the African American. I mean, I don't know, you know, who he is or what he's doing in his life or how much money, you know, they give you to do something as despicable as this. I don't know how much money she made for doing that. I mean, certainly I hope it was, you know, I mean, nothing would be worth it. I could never, ever do anything like that to another human being. Even if, you know, we're acting or we're playing around, I can't do that. I can't say those words. And as far as the animal abuse and the animal torture and, you know, the crushing of the animals for these videos, I can't even, I'm so distraught. I'm so hurt. I immediately unsubscribed. And you know what? Yeah, it's like breaking up with your favorite YouTuber. I haven't gone to check, you know, her tweets. I haven't seen if there's been any post. I mean, she's lost, I guess, like 10,000 subscribers, and I'm one of them, and I just want to forget that I ever knew her. I really do, and I just want to move on from this. And I feel that if any of this is within any statute of limitations, that I know that there's a group of people who feel very strongly and that they want to, carry this out further. And I'm very connected, very highly connected to the animal rights community here in Los Angeles. So if you guys need, an attorney who specializes in animal rights, I know 2 of them. If you need anything other, maybe some support or, professionals, testimonies, I know someone who actually gets paid to look at these videos and write about them. I can, if somebody wants to get in touch with her, I can give her that information. So just leave your comments down below. Let me know if this is something that you want to pursue. And if you do, I know that I can help you with that. But other than that, I'm not going to, I can't even talk about all the stuff, all the deceit. And you know what? It's like you never know what's behind closed doors. I mean, this is a great example. And this whole time, most of us who were Shannon's family's subscribers, and, we love them, and followers, most of us were like, wow, Travis's parents don't even talk to Channon, and I always thought, they didn't even go to the wedding, and that really hurt them. And Channon made a video about it and said, that once they found out that she was in porn, and, I was with Channon the whole way. I'm like, so what? It's not a big deal. I'm sorry, you guys. You know what? Even with her, with Randi, Wright, just in the clips that you can see, that's, for the public to see, that alone, just with another person, the stuff that she was doing, with the porn stuff, it's hard. I mean, it's hard. I think it's really hard for whether it's the woman's parents or the male's parents to go, oh, I think that's a good person for you to be with, but I don't think they know that their son Travis was in on it too. I was just like, I'll tell you what I saw. I saw another one where Channon and Travis are sitting on a sofa, and she's got this, they're doing this skit, this skit, and there's this white fat guy on the floor, and you know what? They showed his, his front parts, and it was all, I don't know what I saw. You guys, I don't know too much of this, but it looked like it was like, I don't know, trapped in some kind of chain, and I don't know. There was some metal with screws and chains, and I don't know what was going on down there. I think there was a clasp on the testicles and a big screw. I don't know what I saw, okay? But there was that, and he was on the ground, and he had a collar and a leash, and Channon and Travis are sitting on the sofa, and there were some lines that she said. I don't know what she said, but they started making out. Channon and Travis are fully dressed, and they start making out, and Channon has, Randi, Wright, has these big stiletto heels on them, and you can see the bottom of them, and they're all like, dirty. They weren't washed. That's something else, if they had been washed with soap and water, but none of this is civilized. None of this is, it's just what people do for money, you guys. That's it, or I guess it's what turns some people on sexually is what it is. And so she had this guy on the ground licking the bottom of her shoes until they were clean. It's just weird. It's just weird. It's just something that's just so out there for me. It's just so out there. And then I think about all the trouble and the pain that she had to go through to have Snow. It's interesting though, because when you see, the 2 holes, it was everything, you guys, everything. And you see how they're being, I don't know, they're being like, pulverized, they're being like beaten up. I like that word, they're being beaten up, like the whole area there, I don't know, and then you think, well, then what happened? She couldn't get pregnant, and they did the in vitro fertilization. I followed her through all that, you guys. I've been with her since there was that incident in Vegas, and they were there, and they started, putting film up of other shootings in other hotels. And I believe I started just before that time. And I've been following them, and this was what, years ago, right? A couple years ago? I don't know, 2 years ago or something like that. So maybe it hasn't been that long, but I am highly disappointed, and I'm going to see why my dog is barking. So I just want you to know that, I do not feel in my gut that they have a pet. I believe it's a cat, and then they have a baby, Snow. You guys, I don't feel one iota in my gut that either are in any danger. I mean, I don't feel that Channon and Travis would ever do anything to hurt Snow or their kitty. I just don't see it. And even though a lot of people are talking about this, it is, to me, I just think that should really be left alone. And Channon did make a tweet when I saw it the last time. She made a tweet. She said something like, you can come after me, but leave my family and my baby out of it. And you know what? I think that's really, we should just leave the baby and family out of it. And really, I don't see this being resolved in any way by sending hate or making their lives miserable. It's not going to resolve anything. All it is going to bring more negativity and more hate, and that's what we're trying to get away from. So, that's not the right thing to do. I feel if you want to go on further with this, because it's highly disturbing. I mean, this is illegal. This is something, animal abuse and, torturing animals, and it's illegal, you guys. That's just not something that you would do here. So if she is still selling these videos and she's still making money off these videos, and there's any involvement in, either one of them still in any of this, it should be taken further. And like I said, if you want me to help, I can help by, giving you some resources. That's as far as I'm willing to go, because things that have to do with animal abuse really pains me. Okay, so this is a reason why two people that were personal friends of mine for many, many, many years, and treated me really nice, okay? I know my choice. I choose no longer to talk to them. I choose not to be friends with them, okay? And it's over animal neglect and animal abuse. And so if I have a personal friend and they've been absolutely wonderful to me for 10, 15 years, and then they abuse or neglect an animal, that's it. I have zero tolerance for animal abuse, animal neglect, zero tolerance for that. There's something in me that actually feels their pain. And these crushing videos with little chihuahuas and the little tiny puppies, the little babies where, they crush them with their heels, and then that pain and, all that stuff, it's a sexual, turn on for some sick people. And I think that, if you see that, that's illegal, and that needs to be turned in. And I don't understand why all of this black stuff exists, like on the internet. But, there's just all kinds of stuff that's out there, and this just happens to be one of those things that that's just very barbaric, and it's just very painful for me. And so I'm very disappointed. I just can't say enough about this development with Shannon Rose. And it's, at first I said I was, you know, I keep using the word disappointed. I'm just out. I'm just out. That's it. I'm out. That's it. So, all right, you guys, that's my video on this. And if you have any questions or you would like to add anything, please do add it below. Know that when you correct me, whether it's spelling, clout, or whatever it is, I appreciate it, okay? I would never take it in a bad way, ever. And even there's a couple of people who write that they think I'm annoying. Well, bye. You know, just leave. You don't have to be here. And for those of you who have been here, or for those of you who just started to join me on my channel and are helping me grow this channel and love my content, know that I think about you often, and I do these videos to help enlighten you with a different perspective of what is actually happening out there. And we do it with respect and kindness, and we try to remember, this is a case where it's hard to remember, that people's actions don't really define them forever. It's true. People's actions do not define them forever. People do change. They do. But you know, I have my limitations. And when it comes to being the voice for animals, that's me. And I will always love animals and be the voice for animals. So anyways, I'm going to end this video. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.